The music was still playing when she leaned into my ear. Champagne on her breath, glassy eyes, smile too wide to be kind. I only said yes because the ring was beautiful. I never wanted to marry you. For a moment, the room didn't move. 80 guests, laughter, cameras flashing, my parents near the cake, her friends swaying with wine in their hands. Our future hanging in white silk and fairy lights. Inside me, something went silent. I studied her face, waiting for the joke, the stumble back, the drunk correction. It never came. So I did the only honest thing left. Thanks for the honesty. I slid the ring off her finger, slowly, deliberately, held it up between us like evidence. Then I turned and walked away while the crowd swallowed its own breath. She laughed at first, then she started crying. I never looked back. By morning, the footage was already everywhere. Her calling my phone until the battery died. Her mother on my voicemail, shaking. Friends texting words like misunderstanding and too much to drink and you know she didn't mean it. But I knew what alcohol really does. It doesn't invent truth, it removes the locks. I sat alone in the apartment we'd planned to share, the ring on the table between 2 cold cups of coffee. 3 years. That was our investment. 3 years of her tears when she got jealous. 3 years of her promises. 3 years of me believing the version of her she curated carefully, like a gallery lit only from flattering angles. And now, one careless sentence had turned on the lights. I started replaying everything, the late work meetings, the password on her phone, changing twice in 6 months, the sudden gym obsession, the way she'd go silent when certain names came up. I didn't cry, I cataloged. By the time she finally arrived, eyes red, mascara bruised under them, I already wasn't the man she had humiliated the night before. She reached for me. I stepped back. "It was the alcohol," she whispered. "I was angry. I didn't mean it." I nodded. "I know." Relief flooded her face. That was when I understood how little she saw me. I told her I needed time to process. She agreed instantly. She thought silence meant forgiveness in progress. She was wrong. I didn't confront. I observed. I pulled the phone records from the account I paid for. Late-night calls, same number, almost daily. I hired someone to follow her on her work trips. He didn't need long. Photos arrived in my inbox like surgical reports. Her in a hotel lobby with a man I'd seen before. Her boss, married, older. Her hand on his belt as they disappeared into an elevator. The last file was a video. Short, clear, unmistakable. I watched it once, then again. Then I deleted it. Not because it hurt, but because I no longer needed to feel anything to act. 2 days before what would have been our wedding, I invited both families for a final conversation. Neutral ground, restaurant, private room. She arrived holding my arm, fragile and hopeful. He arrived with his wife, confident, unaware. I waited until drinks were served. Then I placed printed photographs in the center of the table, one by one. Silence traveled faster than sound ever could. Her hand slipped from my arm. His wife didn't scream. She stared. That was worse. I only said yes because the ring was beautiful. I repeated her words calmly into the room. Her head snapped toward me, eyes wide, recognition dawning too late. I wanted honesty, I continued, so I went looking for it. Her boss tried to speak. I raised a finger. He stopped. I slid the final document across the table to his wife. Hotel receipts, dates, signatures, proof. Legally airtight. I stood, returned the ring to its box, and set it in front of my ex-fiancée. "You liked the ring," I said. "You're welcome to keep the memory." No shouting, no pleading. Just the sound of one marriage breaking publicly while another had already died in private. I walked out before anyone found their words again. Outside, the night air felt surgical, clean, cold. In the weeks that followed, the consequences unfolded without my help. The divorce lawsuit made the affair public. His company removed him quietly. Her friends stopped answering her calls. My name disappeared from her social media. She tried to meet me once more. I declined. There was nothing left to negotiate. People think revenge looks like rage. It doesn't. It looks like readiness. It looks like preparation. It looks like knowing the truth long enough that it no longer needs to hurt. Sometimes I still take the ring from the drawer at night, not because I miss her, but because I remember the sound it made when it left her hand, a soft click, like a lock opening. I didn't lose a fiancé that night. I gained a future that no longer required lies. And I learned something she never will. Honesty doesn't destroy relationships. It only reveals which ones were already dead.